Well, we finally ran out of our reserves, so we were left no other choice, kinda, but to release an unreleased episode of this podcast. One that we've been regretting posting because it was so bad.
It was so bad. It was so out of this world. So, hello to all of you fine people watching this now. What you're seeing now is happening now. Everything that's happening now is happening right now. We look a little older, a little wiser. That's not what you're about to see in a couple of minutes. This was a video that Joe and I recorded over a year ago.
Yep, that I've just
It
had
was
saved in my computer, just waiting for the day. For instance, this is around episode early 160s. This was like episode 40s. We took a masculinity test, and the questions were not what we expected, which you will see. So there's going to be a lot of cuts. I've salvaged it as best I can, but we hope you enjoy what came out of that.
And we just want you to know that whatever you might see that you think is a bit ridiculous or out of this world or far fetched or whatever, just please know that the initial recording, the full length, was 10 times worse than what we decided to put in this video.
So
It
we
was
hope you
atrocious.
enjoy. Present Joe is now going to edit that. So I haven't even rewatched it yet. So wish me luck.
See you in the past, guys.
We're doing something that might not even see the light of day.
So if you're seeing this, then I guess it passed the test.
Today, what we are doing, I thought it'd be a good idea to look up, like, oh, like male stereotypes. Are we like these male stereotypes? But that's not what we got at all.
We have gotten the nuclear option.
We got
As
some
far
deep
as-
waters. But the first one, which again, we were not expecting these hot
Let me-
button questions.
let me
Ian, would you
just
like
say-
to read it?
Let me just say, there are 50 questions. We got to number 6 before we thought, yeah, we probably don't want to do this.
But we're gonna
So
try.
yes, question 1. It is disappointing to learn that a famous athlete is gay. Wow, that's our opener. That's strong. I really don't care one way or the other. As long as you play sports well, your personal life is not my business.
If you just say like, "Hey, I'm gay," and it's like, "Okay, sweet. Good for you."
Next. Nobody likes the man who cries in public. Yeah. Yeah, screw those dudes. Yeah, who cries in public at emotion? Who feels emotion? I'm a man. I don't feel emotion ever at all. Which I think coincidentally goes with one of these next questions. The man must be able to make his own way in the world, but it's boring. It's important for a man to be good in bed. Skip. Here we go. Yes, men should be stoic and detached in emotionally charged situations. Hand in hand with that question. Yes, I don't feel any emotion ever when I go through stressful stuff. I just stand there with my hair slightly blowing in the wind and my chin jutted out like this is a 50s action movie.
I just stand there, 1,000-yard stare, feeling nothing at all. I have no emotion towards anything. I am a blank sheet of paper.
It's like standing in the middle of like a car crash. You just like cuts and bruises ever, and you just stare in the distance like this doesn't matter. It does not affect me in any way.
Like I have read into stoicism, and like some of it's good, but yeah, a lot of it is like,
Just
at
being
least what
overall
I've seen,
tone
like
deaf.
don't, like none of this matters, so don't worry about it, which is good. And also, like, emotions are okay, people. You don't have to be stoic 24/7.
There are situations I gotta remember to stay close to that light, otherwise I get dark. There are situations that warrant it. That's what I always have to. That's what I keep in my mind. There's situations that warrant it, and it is okay. And some people, I don't know. I laugh to think of those people who just go to like, ah, yes. I never feel emotion in any situation, unblinking. You might even have to edit around some of these. I'm not gonna lie. Whoa! Immediately.
I'm not
So we
going
went-
to read that Ian, you saying that I'll have to edit some of these came at a perfect time. That is not a question that's for YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this. We're skipping this one.
Bro, we went
What the?
from
Okay.
like the 3-foot end in the pool straight into the ocean without a life jacket.
the
Like,
the next one is, if necessary, a man should sacrifice his personal relationship for career advancement.
yes, never be happy, never feel fulfillment
Which
in anywhere but your.
I know there's a well-known TikTok that it's basically someone says like, "Hey, I need to advance my career, but I'm also like my future wife doesn't agree," and the guy basically says, "Which one can you replace?" Um, I think that's kind of where that question is going. Um,
I'm sorry. I just clicked off it to see what the next one was, and a man should not force the issue if another man takes his parking. Wait a minute? How did we go from sacrificing personal relationships for career advancement to, yeah, if another dude takes your parking spot, just let it go, man. You know, go with the flow, dude. Don't take life so serious, man. Don't take it so serious. Would you give up your happiness and fulfillment for a career? Would you be willing to take that manager position at Walmart if it meant you had to give up your girlfriend? Nah, bro. Just don't worry. Just he took your park spot. It's all cool. It's all good. Just go with the flow, man. It's okay. Like, why are you so mad all the time? Like, there is no consistent tone here.
this one is awful. I'm gonna say this: one should not be able to tell how a man is feeling by looking at his face. When Debbie and I first got together, she said I was impossible to read. And the longer we've been in this relationship, any single thing I do with my face, she knows if something's up. So I see how this question exists. I mean, I usually try and hide emotions when I'm in a public space, I guess, but I don't see it as being like a manly man. I just don't want to have a breakdown in public.
Right. Well, and here's what I think it is. I think that there are some people who wear their heart on their sleeve, and there's some people who don't. And you just got to find somebody who complements your style.
Simple as that.
Everybody's people are just people. There's no right or wrong about it, man. Some people are just the way they are, and you just got to go with the flow. You took your parking space. It's okay. Let it go. Don't throw fists at your dashboard, man. It's all good. You just fixed that radio knob. Don't break it again. It's okay. Let it go. I'm not going to
Sacrifice
get
your
over that.
relationship.
I'm not going to get over that, dude. I'm not going to get over the way that fell off so hard. Openly show affection to other men.
I think there's a line. There's definitely a line where if they're your bros, then yes, but if you don't know the person, I think that's just like kind of basic human
Yeah.
interaction. Like, don't go
I'm pretty sure in
overboard if
this,
you don't know someone.
I'm pretty sure in this, they're just specifically talking about, like, when you see your buddy and you're like, oh, bring it in for a hug, man. Like, some people honestly get weirded out by that. And it's weird that they get weirded out by that. And I don't understand it. So, yeah, this is just one of those weird questions.
Yeah, like I have some guy friend groups where before we end the Discord call, like we say we love each other. And I mean, that's honestly like ending the call that way actually makes me feel better.
There you go. It's with the homies, man. They're okay. Now, yeah, granted, if he turns around and I reach over and try and smack his ass, that might be a little
That's too
eyebrow
far.
raising. But man should be the major provider in his
Ooh,
family.
this is I mean, it's a big one. I know that like in the 50s, that's when it kind of became a thing. But I've heard once where it's actually becoming the opposite. I could be completely wrong on that, but I think it's, and what I mean by that is like the male would work and then the female would stay at home. And I think that narrative is kind of switching, which I think that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Should the man be the major provider? Not always. I've been in that role, and I can tell you it's not fun. It's very stressful, and to have a little bit of help will always be nice.
Little
Um,
help goes a long way.
but if the roles were flipped, like that's all right too. It depends on your individual situation. If
Depends on
one
circumstance, but I think you got a duty to do what you can, when you can, where you can. Keep it simple. When the going gets tough, men should also get tough.
I think that's just
I think that's just
for
life in general.
yeah,
That's
I think
just
that's
like
just
an
a quote.
everybody thing. That's just an everybody thing. That's not a specifically.
It's okay not to be tough sometimes, but if you gotta get shit done, get shit done.
Yeah, man.
You took your
Everybody's rooting
parking
for
spot? Just
you. Jump out and beat it with a baseball bat, man. Just get out there and get at it. Okay. He took your parking spot? Screw him. That was your parking spot. A boy should be allowed to quit a game if he is losing.
I I'm actually going to answer this seriously. I'm going to 100% disagree. 100% disagree. I
I think at no matter what you're trying, if it's the first time you're trying it, see it out to the end, all the way through the first time. If it sucks after that, then you can.
I've definitely done this in video games plenty of times, but in like sports competition, to me it's like no, you you have to see it out to the end. Growing up, that's kind of how it was for me in the backyard with my older cousin. You would always beat me in baseball. And for me, I feel like that has taught me how to lose today. Not that I'm always great at it, but I know that I'm I'm going to get a win eventually. And I noticed when I was playing against them, and then once we kind of grew up, when I started playing against kids my own age, like I was just head and shoulders better than them because I lost repeatedly. I learned a
Work
thousand
hard.
ways to lose, so I figured out a way to win.
Yeah, there you go. And so that's fair. That's fair assessment. Stick it out to the end for at least the first time you do something, because you never know what might happen. You
But
never know.
I've to add to that, if you play a sport and you absolutely hate that sport, that's okay. Like just if you're done, you're done. I
I tried to be, I tried to be in wrestling once. It didn't go
I
well.
don't even know if I heard about that.
Oh God, I think I was in like fifth grade,
Oh,
fifth or sixth grade. It was no, seventh grade. I don't know. I can't remember. I was that young. It didn't go well.
I quit
You know, I
my
was.
I quit my college major after 2 months. That was expensive, but I'm glad I did it. I would have been miserable.
What's next? Number 16. Gotta have the fun say and decisions. I feel
That's
like we should.
another heavy disagree. That's a two-person. I mean, if it's you and your significant other, regardless of gender, like that's just um someone, if they're bringing in bills too, they should have the final say. And even if it's just one person, you gotta take some input.
You
Otherwise,
gotta
you're
you
just
gotta,
a jackass.
you gotta work together. Let's see. Boys should be encouraged to find a means of demonstrating physical prowess. Who
I
comes up with these questions, dude? Like this went from a questionnaire about manliness to now I feel like I'm being recruited to like an evil monsters heinous army. Like what kind of question is that? Yeah, do you know any skills to demonstrate a means of physical prowess? What is that wording?
that yeah, that's interesting wording. Like me, I love sports. Like if you love sports, sweet. If you don't, cool.
I
Like
it, I think the process just happens naturally. I mean, granted, encouragement is good, but like it will happen naturally. Boys play, and then they find out that they like to do things, and then they find out that they like to run and get hit by other boys. Like it's just Evolution. I don't know why we do it, but we do. Not be too quick to tell others that they care about them.
Man, I'm disagreeing with a lot of these.
And yeah, that's
Like,
whoa, that is weirded so
if
worded that is worded that is weirded so wordly, Joe. That's what I was about to say. That's weirded so wordly. Indeed it is.
I don't,
Um
with this question, mention not be too quick to tell others that they care about them. Like, with Ian and I, we don't say that directly, but definitely from time to time, like, we will go out of our way and say, like, yeah, like, I
it's the
care about
homies.
you, worried about you, but you don't have to do it every single time you talk to
Just a
them.
simple reassurance every now and again is all you really need.
And if
It's
you
the homies. You let
if
them
you
know.
if you care about someone, let them know right away. I don't think there's a too quick to do it. I don't think
Yeah,
there's a
there really
time
isn't.
frame.
Dude, that I don't some of these questions like how where did they get this material from? A man who has difficulty making decisions is still worthy of respect. Well, yeah.
Yeah, if they
Why?
have difficulty right away and still make the correct decision.
Everybody's an idiot to somebody else. I don't know what everybody goes around thinking they're the smartest person to ever walk the earth is. Like, if either one of us were transported back in time to ancient Rome and we ran into like freaking Aristotle, he'd probably think we were bumbling morons. Like, we couldn't speak their language, we didn't know any of their customs, we were dressed weirdly. He'd be like, "Damn, these guys are stupid." Like, a man should never reveal his worries to others.
That's a disagree. At least find one person.
Loaded these questions are. It is too feminine for a man to use clear nail polish on his fingernails. What?
Who's asking these questions?
I don't even think I know it. Like, okay, if they do, I've never. I'm gonna move on. I don't even have an answer for that. Housework is women's work.
No.
I
Just
I love you, sweetie. Thank you for all you do for me. Gentlemen, take care of your own stuff. Wash your laundry, do your dishes. Come on. She was about to throw a slipper at me. I'm safe.
it's gonna say you'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
I'm just gonna move on. A man should not continue a friendship with another man if he finds out that other man is gay. What? Once again,
I literally
who cares?
have like 3 friends who I'm relatively close to that I didn't find out for like a year that they were bi or another thing like that, and it didn't change a thing. So
It's one of those things like it's their life. What am I gonna Dude, these questions, no. A man should be level-headed. I think
I think
everyone should be,
everyone,
but then again,
yeah,
everyone's definition of level-headed is a little off kilter from each other, you know what I mean? So men should get up and investigate if there's a strange noise in the house at
yes,
night.
I will agree to this.
Yes, with a 12 gauge shotgun in hand to deter all forms of aggression. Being a little down in the dumps is not a good reason for a man to act depressed.
To
Well,
hold on there, buddy.
wha-
I
there's
mean,
a
you
lot of conjecture that is to be had with the definitions and terminology that they use here. What do you consider a little down in the dumps?
and what do you consider acting versus actual?
Dude, these questions are something else.
Dumb question. Let people know how you're doing.
Yeah, tell people they care. That's all there is to it. They don't need to think anymore. A man should avoid using his woman's purse at all times.
I don't have this issue actually, because Debbie doesn't have a purse. She has like a over the shoulder bag and a fanny pack. So if I have either one, it really doesn't matter. But I mean, I've held like bags at stores of like, I don't know, pink or more the woman type shops. And it feels a little weird for me at least. I'm going to be honest. but it's not like I'm just gonna say nope, can't hold that.
Yeah,
That's
well,
toxic.
I think it's rather odd. And granted, my perspective might be, I don't know, a little off or whatever. But like, as I've quote unquote gotten older, I'm only 27. As I've gotten older, I realized that I just simply do not care what other people think because it's like most people are stupid. I'm gonna be completely honest. Most people you meet in your life are probably dumb. And why would I let their whatever they have going on upstairs ruin my day? Yeah, screw you. I'm standing here holding the purse. Maybe I'm gonna go buy myself a hot dog with it. Who knows? Like
Maybe I stole this. You don't know.
maybe I stole it from that guy whose parking spot was definitely was
No.
mine, and bringing him back into this. Next, whoa, we're gonna.
Yeah, I saw that F word. We're not talking about that.
Hmm. Oh wow,
Skip this one. Skip this one. Skip this one. Skip this one.
wow. Oh
In a
boy.
group, it's the man's job to get things organized and moving ahead. What if it's a group of men? Then do they all have to be organized and move ahead? Didn't think about that one, did you, website?
I feel like as a general rule of thumb, you should be aware to enough to take charge of yourself and not, do something dumb, which I think is fair. Might not have to be the ringleader, but you should keep yourself together, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Compose, find your inner peace. Here, yeah, yeah, and the innocent question: who would you rather play with, trucks or dogs? Oh my God! Stop! Would you rather play with trucks or dolls?
Boys
Um,
specifically.
who cares? I had every manner of toy as a kid. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, you just combine when you want.
I actually just had recently for my birthday as a joke, my brothers, I should say, got me a Barbie doll. They got me the Barbie doll, the actual one. And the reason they did it is because on my 12th birthday, I had my birthday party at the motel in you know where. um,
I know
out by
where.
the
You guys don't know where. I
At a pool
gotcha.
party there, and they bought me one of those Barbie things that you pull the string and it flies, and they were
That's
all making fun of it.
awesome. I love that.
Because we spent the most time playing those out of all the gifts that I got, we spent the most time with that Barbie. And it was like, dude, you cannot give a group of boys a toy that flies and expect them not to love it, regardless of what it looks like. Dude, you pull the string and it goes zzz. That is peak entertainment for the male mind when you're a young child. Oh, dude, that's cool. You'd shoot it across the pool. You'd see how low you could get it to like skip across the water and stuff. So now
Yeah,
that's
because
become
then
a running joke.
you just make it a challenge. It's like, okay, can we make it do this? Can we get it across the pool this way? How about this way?
Dude, yeah. But yeah, now that's a running joke every year on my birthday. Usually that, or one year they took all of the toys that I already had and put them into a box, wrapped it up, and gave it to me. Gifted me my own toys, the generous souls. Next, try hard to win in any sport he participates.
I
Well,
mean, that's just
once again, that's just life in general. You should give it your all, leave everything on the table.
these are either like super like I don't know, vague like this is either life advice that it's asking or it's
Philosophical
just
conjecture. Philosophical conjecture or basic everyday task that everybody does. Like
yes.
there's no middle ground. It's okay for a man to ask for help changing a tire. But
Yes, I've done it
yeah,
multiple times. I popped my tire on the way to work, and luckily I know a guy who works on cars, and he straight up had he races like rally cars, and he had his trailer at work that day, so he had an impact wrench, and he's like, "Yeah, let's get it done." And then within 5 minutes, he changed my tire. If I didn't
there you
ask, I
go.
would have been working on it for 2 hours.
Exactly. See, there's an old saying that says, um, He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who remains silent stays a fool forever. Like, if you don't know, you don't know, man. You got to find out at some point, so you might as well ask. You know what I mean? Like,
You got some good quotes tonight.
I'm just rolling out banger after banger, and the next episode after this will be and that'll be it. A man should never count on someone else to get the job done. Why? What? You can't rely on anyone in your life?
I was
That-
definitely like that as a manager from time to time. I from with
Okay,
certain,
that
with
is
certain
a
things,
that is a different position. To 'cause
different
some
position.
people,
Uh,
some people at their jobs are.
yeah, for work wise, like as a manager, I was supposed to delegate, but I like doing the work, which honestly got me in trouble from time to time because they wanted me to work less, and I'm like, no, I want to do the thing because I'm good at doing the thing. But yeah, sometimes I get that way where I need to do it. Otherwise, it won't be done right.
Sometimes you have to supervise. Sometimes you have to trust enough to delegate. And to learn which one, you just gotta have to do it. That's all I know. Next. If a man is in pain, it is better for him to let people know than to keep it to himself. Well, I mean, yeah. Like, okay, if you got a paper cut on your pinky finger, and I turn around and you're in tears holding it up, looking at me, has that little sliver red, I'm gonna be like, homie, I need you to pull it together and stay with me. However, if like whether it's physical pain or anything else, you got to be like, hey man, I'm not feeling so good. I'm not gonna turn around and make fun of you for it. Like, yeah, dude, let people know. Once again, people care. Let them know. They do. They really do. I promise. Anything to add, Joe?
No,
No?
not really. I'm just
Okay.
waiting for it to drop off the deep end.
You wait. Yeah, me too. Kind of biting my tongue over here. There's nothing wrong with men wearing bracelets or other jewelry.
No. As long
I
as you
mean,
look good in it.
what are the mafia movies? The Godfather. The rings on the fingers, is that not peak drip to be a mob boss in a pinstripe suit with like multiple rings on your finger? Don't know where they came from, but it looks cool.
I have a
Ah,
lot of friends with
kiss the ring.
I have a lot of friends with like earrings that are guys and it looks great on them or different kinds of piercings.
It is important for a man to take risks, even if he might get hurt. Once again, that's in every.
This is
Ne-
for
ne- ne-
everyone. It's okay to take risks. If you are male
we-
or female, it's okay.
a man who has no taste for adventure is not very appealing. I had to do that just once.
I love it. Adventure is out there. Do it.
Seek it out, man. Like, if you don't have a taste for adventure, that's okay, but like, seek it out, man. It's a good time. You love it.
Just
I
every
promise.
once in a while.
I promise. Do something crazy.
We're skipping this question though. This one doesn't count.
I think we needed to skip number 38 too, whenever you're looking through this. But always aim to resolve conflicts peacefully.
Again, anyone.
Yeah.
Resolve your problems peacefully as possible.
It's one
But
of those
don't be
aim high
stoic.
hit. When it's one of those aim high hit low, like, things gotta get ugly, they gotta get ugly. But do everything in your power to make sure it doesn't happen that way, just because, it's inconvenient for everyone if it goes the other way. Should always be realistic. Okay, well, once again, yes, you should. Okay, yeah, you should be real. Like, no, live in a fantasy land all the time. I live in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Teach their sons to hide fear?
As you see, I adjusted in my chair because this question upsets me. That's just gonna lead to anxiety.
Should we skip this one?
Yeah, I might lose it.
God.
Men should have lofty goals and be determined to achieve them. No, you should have your goals. You should have your goals. Have goals of what you want and achieve them. Because then they're your goals and you did it for you and you were happy.
You can have
That's
lofty goals, but don't stress yourself out like I've done, making
you
a
want
1,000 lofty goals and get stressed out about it.
you want to be lofty, make it be lofty, but you don't have to. You don't have to. There's no manual for this. This is
Uh,
right.
the
Me,
3-letter
God,
word.
goodbye. A man should prefer football to needlecraft. I mean, to be fair, the way they say that, needlecraft, makes it sound really cool. And to be honest,
It could be a tattoo artist. That
what
would
if
be
you like both?
needlecraft.
What if you like
Nope,
both?
only
Hmm?
one. You can
What if
pick
you
only one.
what if I like cross stitching my favorite football team, like throwing a football through the air or something like that, huh? What if it's both? What then? What are you gonna do?
Nope, only one. You gotta pick one. This quiz
Can't have
says
multiple. Can't have multiple hobbies. They're mutually exclusive from each other. Man should do whatever it takes to be admired and respected. No. That's once again very that wording. Do whatever it takes.
uh
No,
do
that implies
stuff that you want, but don't be a dick to other people.
make your actions honorable to gain admiration and respect. There, that's a good way to put that. Whoa, skipping.
Yep.
Should never doubt his own judgment.
Well, that's again. Yeah, you shouldn't doubt yourself. I mean, I definitely have trouble with
learn
that,
how
but
learn how to follow your gut and then trust your instincts when your instincts tell you something. I don't know what else to say to these questions, man. They're
we got
so
one
like
more though. One more.
jobs like firefighters and electricians should be reserved for men.
And we're back here.
I was worried of it getting dodgy in the middle, but that finale.
Do like we've been saying, do what you want, and if it makes you
If
happy, then perfect.
if you can meet the standard and you can do it and you want to, go for it. Go for it.
Hit the finish button. Does it do anything?
Yeah, let's see. Do we win a prize? We didn't hardly answer any. Restricted. We have slightly restricted emotions. I think I answered 2 questions that whole time. And we have slightly restricted emotions. We are a perfectly normal human being. This is the part where you can edit in a normal SpongeBob. Hi, how are you? I'm normal. Because that's what that is right there. Perfectly normal. Whoa, I can grab it. Okay. I'm
Okay.
done.
And
We'll
end the
get rid of
stream
that.
so we can do the outro. Up.
That was the wrong one.
Ian left the call by accident, but I'll edit that out. But if this video sees the light of day, basically all you can get out of it is do what you love, and if you enjoy it, perfect. Be kind to other people. Just basic human stuff. Like that quiz was awful. But
that was something else. Your view of masculinity is tied between progressive and stereotypical. 50.86%. We are right down the middle. Please leave in that bit where I left.
What bit?
That is perfect. When I just left the call and came back. Let's go to quotes. Let's just go to quotes. That sounds like a good idea.
But tell your homies you love them and that you care about them. If you're having issues, let people in your life know so they can either help or just be there for you. And don't take online quizzes like this. Don't take this one.
Don't listen to these. This is something else.
I don't know how long this video is going to be because I'm going to have to edit a lot of it, but we're almost at 40 minutes. It took us almost 40 minutes to do that quiz, and that was awful.
Can't wrap my mind around that quiz.
I got a good quote. and it kind of ties into this. Well, I did like I typed in manly man quotes, and this is one I got by Bill Murray. Life is so damn short. For F's sake, just do what makes you happy.
Perfect. Succinct and to the point. I've got a good one here that says the easiest way to be reborn is to live and feel life every day.
Solid.
Bingo.
Well, thank you for watching this atrocity, and thank you for the support. We're kind of
We-
burnt.
We appreciate you guys so much. And if you see this, just know that this had zero forethought at all.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were getting into, and
Oh.
kind of regretting it. Kind of, I mean,
If you find it appealing and have some more recommendations for us, hit us with them. Maybe we'll look them up and do another fun time like this.
and if someone takes your parking spot,
If someone takes your parking spot, well, I'm not you, so I can't decide what you do. Oh, ambiguous ending. I'm smart.
thank you guys for watching. Subscribe and all that. Then we'll see you next time when we regain our parking spot from the random dude, and either
go with the flow.
in a conflict or a chill way. I don't know. I'm done.
Take her easy. Go with the flow, man.